Hi friends, welcome to Crack Grade B. We are back with yet another important lecture on the current affairs series that we are running on our YouTube channel. So this lecture would be very important for your upcoming examination like RBI and NABARD. So SEBI is already done, but still these are important for all the IPPS examinations since we are covering the financial news here, right? All the financial news from 11 Jan to 20 Jan 2022. So let's begin. So let's straight away go to the first piece of information. First, we will see this head RBI SEBI NABARDing news. Let's begin. SEBI's new rule for allocation methodology for NII, non-institutional investors. Right now, what SEBI has done, SEBI has put a cap on the usage of proceeds for unidentified future acquisitions and restricted the number of shares that can be offered by significant shareholders. Right, so this is again putting a compliance. SEBI has also extended anchor investor locking period to 90 days now. So who are anchor investors? Look, this is this is not important, but this is anchor investor is very much important. Who are anchor investors? Understand the word anchor. Who is an anchor? Okay, so anchor means, let's say this is you. Okay, somebody is holding your hand. This is anchor. Right now, who are anchor investors? So see, when an issue goes through an IPO, what is IPO? Initial offer, right? IPO is initial offer. Now, irrespective of the size of the company, when they go into IPO, they are they are very new to the capital market. So somebody should be there to hold their hand. So they are anchor invested. So they remain invested. So at what they do is they pre-commit. Let's say before the listing, let's say there is a company who would issue 1 million shares. Example, hypothetical example. Okay, 1 million shares. So what anchor investor will say? Okay, I will buy 30 3 lakh share. 1 million is 10 lakh, so I will buy 3 lakh share. Means 30% of the issue will be with the anchor investor. So what happens is that even if this is not subscribed fully, the owner or the management of the company will be rest assured that yes, 3 lakh share has been given to anchor investor. So now SEBI has extended that period, that they have to remain invested till 90 days. See, if anchor investors goes away after 30 days, okay, so what will happen in case of Paytm? So this is after, so most of the thing that SEBI is doing right now is after the Paytm debacle, right? So Paytm has issued India's one of the biggest IPO, and you have seen how it has eroded the wealth of the, all the investors. So what happens after 30 days when these investors, sells their share and square of their position. So I hope square of their position. Then the stock's price falls. So we have seen in case of, there it is. We have seen in case of SEBI, right? It falls down. It falls down. So now SEBI has increased it to 90 days, so that there is not much volatility till 90 days, because they are anchor investors invest in huge quantity of share. Okay, let's move forward. Let's move forward with SEBI has also revised the allocation methodology, so that we have seen. Now, the next important part is credit rating agencies registered with SEBI will be permitted to act as a monitoring agency instead of scheduled commercial bank and public financial institution. So initially, see, money always flow through bank, right? So there is no other way so that the money can flow. Now, initially, scheduled commercial bank and public financial institution were doing all these things, but now credit rating agency will do. So this is one of the difference that SEBI has come out with uh, this notification, and also this report should be placed before the audit committee for consideration on quarterly basis instead of annually. So initially it was annual basis, now it has become quarterly. So these are the very sweet spot where question can be picked up, and they can charge you with this type of question. So details are important. So let's move forward with the next piece of news, which is very, very important. That is digital payment index. Okay. So who have issued it? the Reserve Bank of India have announced construction of composite Reserve Bank of India digital payment index. So in every monetary policy, we have seen that RBI has been telling again and again that they will come out with the digital payment index very soon. So this is the detail. So few things that are very important, that March 2018 is the base year. Okay. So see, whatever I am marking with red, okay, whatever I am marking with red, please do consider that lines are from Bible if you want to pass the examination, right? So these are that important things. March 2018 uh, is the base year. Let's move forward then. So what's the score for the September 2021? It's 304. Okay, it's 304.06 as again 270.59 for March 2021. Now, how many categories? The RBI DPI comprises 5 broad categories. Payment enablers with 25% weight, payment infrastructure demand with 10% weightage, payment infrastructure supply side factor with 15%, payment performance with 45%, and consumer centricity with 5%. Okay, so both are important. What is weight, and also the percentage. Both the things are important, right? Let's move forward. So base year, you have seen March 2018. So the base year, it has been set out that it's 100. So in March 2018, the score was 100. They have assumed it, and now the score of 304.06 in September 2021. What does it shows? It shows an increase. Okay, if you want to uh, calculate the percent, you can easily do that, right? So base year is March 2018. So look, March 2018 base is 100. So March September every year. 2019 it was 153.47, and now it is 304.06. Okay, so let's move forward with the next news article. Annual report of Ombudsman scheme 2020-21. Okay, now, so the financial year of the RBI change with effect from July 2021, and the annual report of Ombudsman scheme has come. Okay, so we do not find many things those are important here, but yes, since this is descriptive, there can be few questions regarding, because the ombudsman can also be correlated with governance of the banking system, right? The more they complain to the RBI, the more they lag into the governance, right? When will you go to ombudsman? Just think of yourself when you will have some problem with the commercial bank or any of the banking, any of the bank, right? Then you will go to the daddy of the bank, that is Reserve Bank of India, and tell, see, these people are doing this thing. So this means that there is a problem in governance in that bank. Okay. So if you correlate this topic with the governance, then this becomes more important, right? And these are the datas, okay, that will help you uh, in the descriptive paper. So you can go through it twice or thrice and enough. That would be enough. Then change in Basel III framework on liquidity standard. So this is very important. This is done by Reserve Bank of India. What's the issue? Issue is change in Basel III framework on liquidity standard, coverage ratio, liquidity risk monitoring tool, and LCR disclosure standard, a net stable funding ratio, small business consumers, right? These are applicable to, okay? So these things is very important. Applicable to whom? Circulars as applicable to all commercial bank other than regional rural bank, not applicable. Local area bank, not applicable. Payment bank, not applicable. Now, payment bank में कौन कौन आते हैं? Airtel, Paytm, right? So these are payment banks. तो उनको applicable नहीं है. Now, what has changed? Very important. What has changed? Look, when you read all these things, okay, might be most of you, when you read this thing, you might have thought that this is so tough to understand, if I'm not wrong, right? So if you want to be honest, just to mention it in the comment section. Then the only thing that you have to remember is the amount has been changed to 7.5 crore from 5 crore. Simple. For the purpose of maintenance of liquidity coverage ratio, and this is applicable to whom? All commercial bank. That's it. No regional rural bank, no LAP, no PP. payment banks, right? Now, let's move forward. RBI issue regulation under the Amendment Factoring Regulation Act. Now, what is factoring? Okay, what is factoring? So again, let's bring the same thing, spread your knowledge. Please do mention it in the comment section so that other people know, right? If there is no comment regarding factoring, then obviously the next lecture, what is factoring will be the topic. Then, what is the news? So recently, Government of India had made an amendment in the Factoring Regulation Act 2021. Again, Government of India did not do it alone. Obviously, there was a consultation with Ministry of Finance, with Reserve Bank of India, maybe with SEBI, means all the other stakeholders. Because see, only Parliament can make act. Nobody can. Okay, nobody is, even Supreme Court can't make any act. Act can be modified and made only in the Parliament. So when a when an act of financial thing is being done, then obviously other stakeholders, right, Reserve Bank of India, SEBI, all come into the picture. So they are also participants, okay, for discussion, finalization, and then eventually it is being taken up by the ruling government in the Parliament. So that's the process. Okay, so what does this act do? This act empowers the RBI to make regulation prescribing the manner of grant of certificate of registration, for prescribing the manner of filing of assignments of receivable transaction by trades on behalf of the factors. मतलब कुछ changes किया गया है factoring के process में. So what are the key changes? You can go through it. So the changes will be under the provision of RBI Act, all existing non-deposit taking NBFC, non-deposit taking NBFC and credit companies with asset size of 1000 crore and above will be permitted to undertake factoring business subject to satisfaction of certain conditions. This will increase the, so you got it. So non-deposit, so number 1 point, non-deposit taking NBFC. Number 2 point, credit companies, no one else. With an asset size of how much? 1000 crore and above can take the factoring business with other condition. Okay. So now what are the other condition? Absolutely, not required to get into that much depth. Now, this will increase the number of NBFC from eligible 7 to 182. Means this will, this will give a level playing field to all the other NBFC as well. So see, factoring only it was done by the 7 people. Now 182 will come. So more competition, more number of players will give boost to the product itself. That is the product of the market of factoring. Okay, so let's move forward. Sarthi Mobile. So this is an app. This is an app that Security Exchange Board of India (SEBI) has recently come up. For what? To create awareness among investors about the basic concept of security market. Dekho, when you go into the, so most of the things, since you are preparing, we are helping, right? So we were student once. So when we hear about market, paisa hi paisa hai, that is what we think. Now see, we are, we are enough qualified to understand what market is, how does it function, at least the basic kind of thing. But think of a layman who do not have any relation with the financial world, any relation with, when he or she learns about security market, they what they learn is paisa, nothing else. So they get into the market and they get into a trap, eventually they make loss. You will find this kind of things very widely with the people. So it is the duty of the regulator to check all these things. So Sarthi Mobile is a one step towards that. Simple. And why I told you this story? Stories are important because we have to write descriptive paper, which I always remind in each of my lecture. Okay, so because that is the area we will learn. We will prepare for GA with full heart. Every day we'll watch few lectures, we'll prepare our notes, that's fine. We will read ESI from maybe Ramesh Singh, from coaching materials, from YouTube videos, from free contents of different coaching centers. And then we will read about financial news, and also learn finance from maybe Bharti Pathak or Prasanna Chandra book. But what we will not do is descriptive writing, because we think that we are already qualified in English and we know how to write. That's it. But no, my dear friends, let me be very clear. One answer a day can make you an officer in the regulatory body. Okay. If you are working At least try 3 answer a week. If Saturday, Sunday is your off, please devote that Saturday, Sunday at least 4 to 5 hours for at least 3 questions. Now, from where you will find the question? Don't worry. Just prepare your own question and answer it. Check yourself. Try to, mark it up 100. So I'll tell you a shortcut. Go to Grammarly and try to, find the grammatical mistakes. If you are, you have some doubts in the grammars and all, that's it. Nothing else. If you can mark yourself, you can easily qualify the exam. Okay. And this one you have to do. If you want to be an officer, you have to change your personality. That's it. And this is something that you have to build and will change your personality. Let's move forward. The key highlight, recents, okay, fine, this is fine. Now this is done. Let's move to the next one. Discussion paper on prudential norms for classification, valuation, operation of investment portfolio of commercial bank. So nothing, a discussion paper was being released. So this is just for the information that yes, there is certain things you can go ahead. Why this is important? Because the draft bank investment norm may have triggered that change and develop the corporate bond market. Okay, so it is also important that the corporate bond market grows. So now see, when you see bonds, the government bonds is highly secured. Even the bonds from the corporate like Reliance Industry, TCS, Wipro, Infosys, ITC, you will invest because this company had been into the existence in more than 30 years and you have uh, uh, enough faith in them that yes, they will honor the claim. But there are few corporate for which the bond market could not go. For example, Reliance Capital, they could not honor it, right? Then I think Future Group is also missing out few payments, which is very recent, which was there in the news in the month of December 2022. Future Group could not pay the the last EMI of the 2022, something like that. Yes. So when you see this kind of thing, then the regulator has to step in. So this is one step towards that, so that the corporate bond market can grow. Because when people have faith in corporate bond market, then there would be then their market will grow. Then let's see the next news, that is retail direct scheme. Okay, so this scheme is by the Reserve Bank of India. So in the month of November, so if I remember it correctly, November 12, 2022. Okay, sorry, not 2022, 2021. Okay, 2021, the notification for the retail direct investment, retail direct scheme came. And you will find a video in the YouTube channel that what is retail direct scheme is. Here, let's simply see what's the thing. So now RBI has came up with the guidelines, how it will be done. That's it. So retail direct scheme is nothing but giving a retail investor like you and me who can invest 10,000 rupees in government bond. Initially, government bond was not open to retail people, right? So the RBI was used to sell it to primary dealers, and primary dealers used to sell it to secondary market, maybe banks and all people came and invested. So it was only for the financial institution, nobody else. But now we as a retail investors, we can invest with just rupees 10,000, okay, in the government bond, which is highly secured. So it's an alternative to fixed deposit in banks. The same kind of liquidity you will get. So this is a detailed guidelines. That's it. Now let's move forward with the next news article. Next is financing news. UPI e-mandate. Okay. Now what is UPI e-mandate? Let's learn. You see that. How will I explain that? Okay. So let's say you have taken a loan. How do you pay that EMI? Maybe house loan, car loan, bike loan, personal loan. How do you pay that? You pay it because of ECS facility. It auto deducts from the concerned bank account. Am I right? Yes, it auto deducts. Now UPI e-mandate. So what happened in the recent past, that the aggregator like Flipkart, Amazon, any other website cannot store your card details, right? They have to delete that. This means you can't mandate Initially, what you could do, let's say you have a credit card, okay? You could link that credit card with your electricity bill, telephone bill, water bill, okay? All the kinds of bill. Everyone will auto deduct, okay? Nobody will steal your money, but everyone will auto deduct. But Reserve Bank of India said, stop that, said, no, you can't do that. So now when they cannot do, there has to be some system, right? Which which will give you, me, the uh, the easy things that we used to do with the credit card. So that's UPI e-mandate. Matlab, UPI e-mandate, a mandate will come to the UPI app where you can authorize that yes, the aggregator can deduct the amount automatically. Understood? That is UPI e-mandate. So UPI e-mandate jumps 32% to 6 million in December. And obviously, there is nothing to, there is nothing to raise the eyebrow that why this is jump. It's common because RBI has said no to credit card and debit card. So obviously the other option left now is the UPI e-mandate. And also in the recent times IPO. Initially, when you have to apply for IPO, you have to use for ASBA, ASB, ASBA deal, right? In all the banking system, you have, and I hope you know it, so I'll not explain ASBA. If you don't know, then please do let me know in the comment section. We'll come out with the video as well. But yes, certainly I remember we have a YouTube video on the channel regarding the process of IPO, from where you can learn what ASBA is, right? But now many people find ASBA complicated. UPI e-mandate is best. Bharat Pay app download karo, whosoever your broker is, go there, attach both the things, apply, and a mandate will come to your Bharat Pay app. And when you okay it, you are done. The moment the amount would be blocked through UPI e-mandate, and this is very good. So that is about the UPI e-mandate. Now you can go through it, all the details. And now I will tell you one more information. So see, in the recent past, you have seen that UPI is growing. I mean, the number of transactions going through UPI is high. And if you have a question like this, that which bank settles the most, it's the Yes Bank. Okay, it's the Yes Bank who has the biggest market share. The reason is very simple: phone pay. So most of the people, okay, use phone pay the most. Means phone pay has the greater market share when it comes to UPI transaction. phone pay कर देते हैं, Google Pay कर देते हैं ना, तो phone pay is the mostly used app in the nation. And phone pay का जो banking है वो, they are with the Yes Bank. They are with the Yes Bank. So most of the transaction happening on the PhonePe platform is being settled by Yes Bank, and that's the reason the number of transaction going through Yes Bank is highest. Okay, so let's move forward. So you can read this through what is UPI mandate and it's important. Let's move forward. Move forward with other news. India UK FTA deal. So see, FTA agreement. This is not so important. Still you should know because this is related to an agreement. That's it. Just go through it twice. That would be fine. So I hope you already have the material with you, the current affair material that we provide you every 10 days. So in this you will find all the news. So we provide PIB separately and the financial news separately. So just go through this. That would be fine. Let's move forward. Formosa bond. So this is very important thing happened during January second week to third week. Okay, State Bank of India raised 300 million. How? 300 million from the Taiwanese market through maiden issue of Formosa bond at a coupon of 2.9449%. The bond will be issued through London branch as of January 26 and will be listed on TAPI Exchange, Singapore Exchange, and India International Exchange at Gift City, Gujarat. Right? Now, what is Formosa bond? Nothing. Don't get so much confused. Formosa bond is nothing but, it's a bond raised in Taiwan and generally listed on the TAPI Exchange. So they have a specific name, Formosa. That's it. Borrowers are required to have a credit rating of BBB or investment grade at least. So look, this is one of the a very important thing. This is just not about that SBI issued Formosa bond and raised 300 million. No, that is one part of the news. The other part of the news is SBI is a public company. So a public bank through its London branch raises money in the Taiwan, and the amount is 300 million. So look, the faith of a public bank from India in London and in Taiwan is growing, and that's why people are investing, and that's why SBI is going and tapping the market of Taiwan. Got it? So this is another important part, that yes, India is growing. People are, uh, the people of Taiwan, the people of London, the people of Singapore are raising, faith towards the financial companies of India. Now, let's move forward with the other news. 900 million loan to Sri Lanka. So recently you might have read that Sri Lanka is going through, a financial crisis, that they do not have money to even pay the uh, what was that? Pay the money for the fuel. So India has granted 900 million loan to Sri Lanka, and this 900, okay, this 900 is divided. This comprises deferment of Asian Clearing Union settlement of USD 509 million and currency swap of USD 400 million. Okay, this is in two parts. India is extending its support through Reserve Bank of India. So in tough time, India is with Sri Lanka. Okay, what is currency swap? So this is an old concept, you already know, but still, if you have forgot or if you want to go through it, just go through the material we have put, that would be enough. Okay, let's move to report index in news. Okay, the global REX report 2022. So what happened recently? World Economic Forum released 17th edition of the report, highlighted global REX for the next 2 years. Okay, so now what are the top five risks? The top five risks for India is fracture of interstate relation. Matlab, the relation between the states is on a verge. Debt crisis in large economies. Widespread youth disillusionment. Failure of technology governance. Then digital inequality. Okay. Then let's move forward. So these are the key highlights. This was released by the World Economic Forum ahead of its online Davos agenda. Okay. Now, so how this is being done? This is done through the survey. Executive opinion was conducted between May and September 2021. Involved 12,000 leaders who were asked to pick from a list of 35 risks in no particular order. Okay, in no particular order. They were given a list of 35 risks and they were asked to pick how much? They were asked to pick the uh, risk. That's it. And then out of this, they have arranged and it has come out that these are the five risks that prevails in India. So you have to remember this five. That's it. Now, more about World Economic Forum. If you want to know more about World Economic Forum, no worries. Open our current affair material, it's there. So let's move forward to the next, Rural Business Confidence Index. Okay, Rural Business Confidence Index. Who does this? It was done with CRFI. Highmark launched its Rural Business Confidence Index, and this was done in partnership of Confederation of Indian Industry (CII). Okay, this is first of its kind, so this is very important. According to the index, the rural business confidence score as of October 2019 is 63.9. Okay, what is the basis of this score? Score is between 0 to 100. Higher the index, the better is the outlook on the Google business sentiment, right? So this is about business sentiment. Now you can just read it. Obviously, this is not much important. The minute details. October 2019, 63.9. This was, first of its kind, issued first time for the October 2021. This was done by the CIRF and CII in partnership. All these few details are important. Rest everything, just go through it twice. It would be enough. State of the forest report. This is very, very important, right? Then this was released by whom? Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Okay. So this report, what does this report say? That the forest and trees that are present within the Indian territory, right? So this report contains data of individual states, zones, national level. The first such report was published in the year of 1987. ISFR 2021 is the 17th edition, right? Now let's go to the background. The State of the Forest Report of India is prepared by Forest Survey of India after the countrywide comprehensive research, data collection and compilation. However, the report is not published by FSI but rather by the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Got it? It is published every how much? Every 2 years. And 2000 report is preceded by the 2019 report. So the last time it came in 2019 and this is 2021. Again it will come in 2023. So every 2 years it comes. So the report is based on below type of forest, very dense forest. So how will we know what is very dense forest? Canopy density more than 7. Now what is canopy? Let's say this is the tree. Okay. This is the tree. Okay, now this is canopy. Hope this is clear. What is canopy, right? So this green portion, so this is green completely. So this green portion is the canopy. Okay, then moderate dense forest, canopy having between 40 to 70%. Then open forest having canopy 10 to 40%. Where canopy density is less than 10, the region is categorized as scrub instead of forest. Okay, let's move forward. Let's see the key details. So these are the key details. For the first time, this reports included Gir Forest, only habitat of Asiatic lions, tiger reserve, and tiger corridors. See, every line is important. Out of the 32 tigers, forest cover has shown a decadal increase of 20 of them, while the rest of the 10 have shown decadal decrease of forest cover. Forest cover in tiger corridors have increased slightly, but in case of tiger reserve, a slight decrease in forest cover is registered. As of the percentage of total forest cover to area, the Pakke Tiger Reserve of Arunachal Pradesh has shown the best record with as much as 97% forest cover. Okay. Total forest cover in India has increased by 0.4% from 21.67 to 21.71%, indicating a continued gain in greenery in India. Tree cover in India is recorded to have grown by 721 square kilometers. Area-wise states with highest forest cover, Madhya Pradesh continues to have the highest area under forest cover in India and is preceded by other states such as Arunachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Orissa and Rajasthan. So Madhya Pradesh number 1, other number 2. Mizoram lead this category in the preceded by other states. So this is in the northeast in percentage of area-wise states with highest forest cover. See, all the points are important. Mangrove forest in India overall increase 17 square kilometer. Okay, so you will find the mangroves in Sundarbans. Okay, in the most means in the country, Sundarban has the most number of mangrove trees. Bamboo forests in India have also registered a growth of 26% from 2019 to 21. Very dense forest has shown an increase of 500 square kilometer. Means this is good. So you can go through it. Every point is important and everything you have to remember. And also, look, this is a report that comes, with a difference of 2 years. So everything that is being said is important. So following tiger reserve have experienced gain in the forest cover. Baksat Tiger Rivers, West Bengal, Indravati Tiger Reserve, Chhattisgarh, Annamalai Tiger Reserve, Tamil Nadu. Okay, then following tiger reserve experienced loss in forest cover. Who? Kawai Tiger Reserve, Badr Tiger Reserve, and Sundarban Tiger Reserve fall in forest cover. Right? Then best for performer state number 1 Telangana, number 2 Andhra Pradesh, number 3 Orissa. Decrease in forest cover Arunachal Pradesh the maximum, then Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, and then the Nagaland. Okay, so look in the one of the category this way shown as best, but here in this category decreasing forest cover. Look, you can correlate things like this shows that there are some infrastructure development in the northeastern states. See all the northeastern state. Why? because of urbanization. Pardon my handwriting. Because of what? Urbanization. Let's move forward so you can have that much there. Then Oxfam Report 2022. Okay, who does this? Again, Oxfam Davos report. The title of the report is Inequality Kills. It shows the inequality in a country. Okay, now it highlights that the wealth of the world 10 richest men has doubled since the pandemic began. Then, the income of 99% of the humanity are worse off because of COVID-19. So this is about the world. Okay, so you can go through it. Look, again, this is, everything is important, and whatever it is related to India, it's obviously important. Look, the income of 84% of household in the country declined in 2021, but at the same time, the number of Indian billionaires grew from 102 to 142. Means at least 40 billionaires grew. During the pandemic, the wealth of the Indian billionaires increased from rupees 23.14 lakh crore to 53.16 lakh crore. Okay. Then India has the third highest number of billionaires in the world, just behind China and the United States. There is a 39% increase in the number of billionaires in India in 2020. Then more than 4.6 crore Indians are estimated to have fallen into extreme poverty in 2020. This is nearly half the global new, according to the United Nations. Also, in the same year, the share of bottom 50 of the population in the national wealth was merely 6%. Very poor. Okay, so you can go through the data. All the points are important, which are given in our current affair material. Then, World Employment and Social Outlook Trend 2022. Very important. This is given by the International Labour Organization, right? So it has released the VESO Trend 2020. So global employment is expected to remain above pre-COVID level until at least 2023. 22 level is estimated at 207 million compared to 186 million in 2019. So this are very important keywords and very important data, right? This can be directly picked up and asked um, in the examination. Then global labor force participation estimated that in 2022 around 40 million people will no longer be participated in the global labor force. Then more about International Labour Organization. So you can read through our current affair material. Then Henley Passport Index. Okay, Henley Passport Index. So this is being given by the Henley. Japan at number one. These are the top 10 countries. Right. What is the rank of India? In 2020, the rank of India is 84, while in 16, India was ranked 85 along with Mali and Uzbekistan. Right. So you can see the passport and how it is considered. See, this is, I will tell you a fact. This is the real time report. What do you mean by real time report? Let's say, pause the video, go to the website of Henley Passport. You will see the real time data. I mean, let's say, how does they calculate? They calculate based on the number of countries that doesn't require visa for the citizen of the other country. Let's say I'm an Indian. My passport can take me to how many countries? India has now visa-free access to 60 countries. Let's say, okay. Let's say all of a sudden it increased to 70. Means the strength of my passport increases. So what happens now is I can go to 60 countries visa-free. Means chale jao muh utha ke, they will give an entry if you have not done anything wrong, obviously, right? So the moment this increases, the strength of our passport will increase. So this is a real-time data based on the, they update based on the update from the governments. Let's say tomorrow a country announces that yes, from today Indians will no longer need visa to get entry. So this will increase to 61, means our passport strength has increased. They will update the data immediately. So this is known as real-time report. So this is one of the real-time report. Okay, let's move forward. Open network digital commerce. See, ONDC is being discussed, right? So these are not that important, but considering your descriptive, Okay, we have put this news. You should know what open network digital commerce is, right? So it's like uh, when you search for a product A. Let me give an example. If you search for a product A in Flipkart, you will only find prices from those dealers who have listed product A in the platform Flipkart, right? It won't come from anywhere else. If you search in Amazon, okay, for the same product, you will find the dealers who have listed in the Amazon and the prices. Okay. But say there is other one dealer who have not listed either in Amazon or either in Flipkart, he is selling in any other website. You can't see because you are not searching in the right place. So you as a consumer will be empowered, right? So through ONDC, when we search for a product, all the dealers across the country, the prices will be shown, and I can buy from anyone. This is ONDC, Open Network Digital Commerce. So government is telling that this will revolutionize the like UPI. UPI has changed the way we make payment. Initially, what we used to ask, आपका bank details दीजिए, account number, we need IFSC and what not, branch code, and then again we will re-verify because account number गलत हो गया तो गलत को पैसा जाएगा ना. It was a headache, but now no tension. We have mobile number, we can send the money. That's it. So it will, the government is bringing a revolution through ONDC. That's it. Rest is for you to read. Okay. So see, we have put an example of ONDC in the green box. So see all the green box that you see, this color box. Okay, green with yellow lines. All this color box are conceptual box. In conceptual box, so you can read all the concepts. So in every news article we have tried to put the most important concept, not everything, okay, but things that are more important and that are more relevant in terms of examination we have tried to put in the limited space. That's it, limited space, because we don't want to make current affairs the huge and burden you, so that you won't learn because of fear. So each and every line picked up through thorough research that are relevant to examination we have put. Then you will find few one liners. So I'm not going through it because these are very least important things, so you can go through it. With this, we have come to the end of this lecture. We wish you very good luck from Team Grade B. Happy and thank you learning. Thank you.